guys, Dawson here once again for another video, and today was day one of the 49ers training camp for this year. Very basic stuff today. You gotta go over the fundamentals as many times as you can. Before we fully get into this, just remind a new mic. I'm still fixing everything with it. I need to get a pop speaker, but this is the best we got right now, and this is what we gotta deal with, right? With this new computer I got. But yeah, let's get into it. It was very much, fundamentals, right? You gotta get those right. And Kyle said that, right? That's the plan right now. Nothing's gonna change that much with Trey Lance, right? Sure. With the running ability, this is what he said in a way, right? With the running ability, you gotta use that, right, to your advantage, right? To see, hey, what is this defense picking up this time around versus what they did on this play, right? And you can run the same play and say, hey, Trey, run it this time, right? Or, hey, we're going to use a running back to run it this time, or we're going to throw it this way, or we're going to flip the play, right? And that's the interesting part with Trey Lance to add to this offense, right? It's still going to be this yak-heavy offense, right? But, hey, there's going to be the deep balls, right? And these deep balls, right, are going to make the secondary go more deep, and they're going to open up the yak now, right? Now that you have a quarterback that can throw deep. And you may be able to even get rushes with Trey Lance, but not QB power for... yeah, don't do QB power, right? That Arizona game, man, that was crazy right there. But it's very interesting to hear from Shanahan today. He talked before practice, which is not normal. He usually talks after practice, and very interesting stuff. He said that Jimmy Garoppolo does not have to be at training camp, all right? He can, do his throws there or somewhere else, right, until he is traded. They are honestly expecting a trade, but, hey, they said anything can happen in this league, and if somehow Jimmy G is still on this roster by week 1, I will be laughing a bit, not even gonna lie. But in other news, before we fully get into it, D Ford got released today. He saves like $1 million on the cap for the 49ers, and they're now at 89, but that's soon going to be 90 players because they just signed another defensive lineman, in which it seemed like a week before, everyone's favorite content creator, Brad Graham, that dude, right? Announced it, so good on him to get that. But anyway, let's really get into it, right? I think the interesting thing, right, is this offensive line. Kyle Shanahan told us it was going to be a musical chairs, if that makes sense, right? And that means Daniel Brunskill has to play center on the second unit today. And in his place on the right side was rookie 4th-round pick Spencer Buford. That was a very interesting thing. And they must have seen something from him in minicamp or OTAs. Who knows, really. And then let's see what else. Let me see if I can get the full line here, if that makes sense. Just so you can see this. Okay, yes, the star and offensive line, right? Mike McGlinchey was out again. He's still rehabilitating. Supposedly he still needs to put more weight on for most accounts of this. And Trent Williams, he doesn't need to practice. All right, that's a true statement right there. So the offensive line, right? Left to right. Colton McKivitz, Aaron Banks, Jake Brendel at center. That's who they're hoping to get at center, unless they like Brunskill more and Buford goes to the right side. Spencer Buford, I said, right, he took Brunskill's spot on the first team, and then Jalen Moore took Mike McGlinchey's spot. And it remains to be seen who are the 5 that are going to fill this line. That's the biggest part here. Trey Lance can run, and that is a good excuse as to why this line is built the way it is, right? He can run, he can help out the line, right? He isn't a statue like Jimmy Garoppolo, but it's still going to be a interesting part of it. What else happened today? Also, Deebo Samuel, he showed up to training camp. He is fully allowed to be off on the side on his own as contract negotiations are going on, and Kyle and John don't care for it right now. And in his place, Brandon Ayuk takes those snaps, right? And of course, he excelled in his position there. And I honestly expect good things from Brandon Ayuk this year, as Deebo Samuel as well, and everybody else in this room. Honestly, I like this wide receiver room a lot. Not gonna lie. And then there was also let's see what else. What else is there here? Let's see. Anthony Lynn, right? We saw Anthony Lynn for the first time practicing, right? He was everywhere in this practice, but he was standing with Kyle Shanahan, basically being, I guess, a soundboard, if you would, expressing ideas for this offense and everything else. And that's good for Anthony Lynn. That's probably why he was hired in the spot. And it's also interesting to see Brian Grease and Clay Kubiak, right? They're the quarterback coaches, right? They led him through a good warm-up and all that stuff, supposedly. And in this warm-up, we saw that Trey Lance's stance here, if I can find the tweet, it will pop up right about now, about how his stance has changed, because North Dakota quarterbacks supposedly all stand the same way, and then they fix it as they get into the pro league, and that's good for Trey Lance. If that helps him out, that helps him out. I would go into the stats, right? Everyone has the stats of the quarterbacks, but I don't care for the first day. And the cornerbacks, right? They were good. Emmanuel Mosley and Charvarius Ward, they are quarterback 1 and 2 right now, and that's gonna be interesting to see because you pay Charvarius all this money, and now people are gonna try and target him and all that stuff, because he's the guy they paid the money to this offseason in the free agency market. So a very interesting day for the 49ers as they are getting back in the groove and everything else, and I'm very interested to see what happens with these rookies here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with them, what they do right, what they do wrong, see who gets playing time, see who doesn't. Supposedly Ty Davis-Price had a big old run today, but it's going to be interesting to see who else, if he can keep that up, and who else can stand out. Like Danny Gray, that's a guy you could see some good play from. So, very interesting, first day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, like, subscribe, and comment, right? We are on the road we're one away from 70, so the next goal after 70 is 75. That sounds good to me, right? That sounds good to you, right? And also, like the video if you did. That helps me out, see if I'm doing right with this type of video product here. My setup will be more elaborate in upcoming videos as I fix everything up. So, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did not, comment. That helps me out. Feedback always helps out content creator. If it's me who needs the feedback or someone else you watch a YouTube video, they need the feedback as well. So, always comment when you have the chance. But that will be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for whatever happens.